Alright, welcome back to Nature Yourself. Ross Ruffing here, my daughter Josephine. Today we're going to do a quick walk around the house here. Since we first started in that first video, we talked a lot about how I was going to start trying to create this little permaculture system around my small rental here in Central Virginia. And like I said, not sure we're going to be here forever. We won't be here forever. Not sure how long, I should say, and I wanted to learn as much as I could about this stuff to apply to my future, to what I want in the future. So I've been getting after it the last few weeks, and we got a lot of stuff in the ground. I hope you guys also have some stuff in the ground, and we'll see the fruits of that labor over the next few months. So we're just going to take a quick walk around the house. We're going to start here in the northwest corner of the house, and I actually realized how much sun this back hill here gets. As you can see, it's about 5 o'clock here, and there's still a tiny bit of sun hitting that, but really my whole yard, my whole house gets shady around this time, or at the same time much earlier, because there's a mountain and woods back here that just kind of block the sun eventually. But this area right here I'm going to rework a little bit, add some additional plants in there, maybe some tomatoes, peppers, and herbs. But I planted cucumber there today with the hopes that they will climb up those rocks a little bit. I didn't really have anywhere else to put those cucumbers. So back on this back wall, I planted a nice little strawberry patch that we planted together the other day. Over there you can see some beans. And then in that far northeast corner is all my squash in that squash pit that I did with you guys the other day. Then down into here, this area, it actually starts to get sun latest in the day, which is still pretty early, but the house blocks it for most of the morning. So I planted some greens and some herbs here, hoping that everything does fine. It's a nice moist spot, so I figured the greens would do fairly well there. And have some stuff still in pots. They're actually for other people, but anyway, I bought this blueberry bush the other day. You can see through there. It's really pretty. Such a pretty plant. So excited about that. Kept it in a pot so I could take it with us. All in this garden here, all the beets which we planted together. Carrots surrounded by turnips in this one here. Still have some starts there of some peppers that I gotta do. Gotta put in the ground here. Coming around the corner to the south side of the house, I've actually underdeveloped this area. I'm not supposed to build too close to this air conditioner, but I've been saving it for kind of the prime spot. But now I'm hitting this time where I'm like, oh man, I've developed everything else except for the most important area. So in here I've started some peach trees and one little poplar back in the back there. This is my first go at cuttings. I'll do another video later on cuttings once I know I'm successful. There's another one I'm trying just in water. But this poplar right there, that one I actually started a while ago, and it did not have any green on it when I first started it. So it is surviving, so I'm learning here. This stuff you can see all in a bunch here. Tomatoes and some peppers along the left side. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to put those. I may just ditch this whole pallet idea. That's probably better for the greens anyway. And just kind of fill this all in with dirt, but I got to get some dirt for that. And same thing down here. I have a bunch of peppers going in there. The rest of those starts didn't really work out. And then as we kind of come through here, I was hoping to do a little raised bed for my greens right along these rocks here, but I got nixed on that, so move on. Oh well. And then this is all perennial flowers and things that have been here since I moved here, and same with along here, with the exception of the black raspberry bush in the back that kind of twines through that bush there, and we built that trellis to accommodate that thing. So that's basically what I'm hoping turns out into a pretty good little garden back here. Trying to use these techniques to let things go a little more wild I'm going to try not to have as much work in weeding and maintenance. I want more work in harvest. So did kind of a natural seed planting technique, didn't really do the rows so much, kind of letting things go a little wild, see how it goes. I may end up thinning it out once the seedlings come up, but we'll decide that when we get there. No rush on it. I'm trying something different this year and live and learn if it doesn't work out. I did that with the squash for sure in there, and then these beans, I gotta add more soil to there. You can see kind of dry, but this was just something that I had. I told you I had a couple of these things laying around, built it up, staked it into the ground to let those beans climb it, and I'll put some twine in between there to make it a little bit more effective. So this project is well underway, and you know, I'm starting a lot of other projects, and I was talking to my brother today, and we were talking about kind of the accountability of putting stuff out there. You know, you start publishing something, and you may not know even what direction it's going to go in, but you start doing it, and it makes you accountable, and it forces you, not necessarily forces you, but it motivates you to want to keep doing things and to improve your situation, improve your life, and get closer to nature. So I hope that this is helping you, and I really think that, you know, if this is resonating with you, please subscribe, but also get out there and do something for yourself. Do a project like this that makes you accountable, whether it's writing, photography. You know, it doesn't have to be published on social media. Even if you just write it down in your own home, kind of make yourself accountable a little bit. It'll motivate you, it'll motivate your family, and it'll help bring positive influence to your life. So I hope that helps. Don't forget to nature yourself, subscribe below, and I'll talk to you soon.